Hello world, welcome back to my channel. Join me today as we will discuss on the steps on how to create a synchronous meeting environment for our class or for an Edmodo environment using the teacher account. For today's tutorial flow, first is we will create a class and we will discover the different properties of creating a class and what are those settings that we will do to have in an Edmodo class. Then, right after we successfully create a class, we will now create a synchronous class link using the Google Meet. So we will discover on how to create a venue for teacher and students to a reusable code for an asynchronous environment. Then lastly is we will create a post and we will pin that post. That post probably that we're going to create is the synchronous environment that we will provide to the students in order for that link to be highlighted to the entire class or duration of the class that we will have, as well as it will always be on the top of all of the posts that we will do in our Edmodo class. Let's start. First is we are going to create a class by clicking the settings button. Then click create class. Type your class code with a brief description about that class code for you to be oriented on what is then about the code that you have initialized for your class. On the description box is where you can expand the explanation of your class by retyping the entire description, including the time, the teacher, and the schedule, the day of that class meeting that you have created. Then you select the range, the subject, and the color. Then create. Immediately you will be notified to add students for your class. You can add students, so click add students. You can add students by typing their name, their last name, and including their email address. Then click invite. For the paid version, you can create a student account, but for the free version, you can just type the email address. Then there you have, under the members button, you can check the teacher and the students of the class. In the post, you can see there the class code where you can use it or give it to the students so they can join your class using that code. Now, next is we're going to create a Google Meet link for the synchronous classroom environment. So you proceed to the calendar, Google Calendar, and create a schedule. Type the schedule name, the Edmodo Synchronous class. Then click that blue button, add Google Video Conferencing. You can copy that code, but for you to reuse that code over time or over and over, then save it first. So we will save first the created video conferencing schedule in your Google Calendar. Click save. We will open it again to copy the code. So we can highlight the Google Meet link, or you can copy the copy button on the right side. After you have copied the code, you switch to your Edmodo class dashboard or wall, and then paste that code you have copied. But before that, you could also write a simple or short description of your video conferencing link, directing the student that it will be your find your synchronous link every time you will have a class. So that's it. The Google Meet thumbnail would immediately display, and you click the post. Then, in order for this post to be over the top of all the posts that you will have in the future, because for sure you will have a lot of posts to do, click Now Settings and click Pin Post. So this will be highlighted in the entire post in your class, where this Google link is posted. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned to my